Making your way downtown.
I should probably just get the app so I can hit record from here.
There are apps?
Yes.
An app for that. Oh, by the way.
Hey!
This is Real Honesty
with the Terminator, and that is Jonn Ritland.
Wait, who am I?
Huh?
Oh, right. A SmackDown Live, what do you call this? It's Atlanta.
I have no idea.
Mizlanta will be the tentative title for now. And, hey, you wanted Styles and Bryan to crown jewel? Well, fuck you, you're getting it tonight.
You know why? Because Daniel Bryan has a spine.
Yeah. So did, never mind. Styles and Bryan, build for the title, and then Shane comes out and says, oh, you guys want to have this match? You always say you're going to have this, or whatever, and Shane's a heel now. Apparently.
Yeah, because,
Later. We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
But he says, okay, you guys can have this match. Styles versus Bryan in a really good match for the WWE title.
Why was this not the main event?
That's a good question. Maybe they wanted to grab all the viewers because they realized everybody was going to check out. Even though no sports are happening, well, except maybe the NBA, I think.
Yeah.
But no more suicide dives for Bryan, please. Please, no more suicide dives.
I mean, how many years has he left in his career?
Not a lot, honestly. And, I mean,
right.
If you're going to use the crossface, maybe don't use it in Atlanta. Just saying. Just saying. The one time I'll make that joke. Styles is going heel, though, focusing on the knee.
Yes.
Bryan. And that was good. That was good stuff. It was an enjoyable match. A very, very good match as you would have expected. Bryan does end up tapping out to the calf crusher after some really good exchanges. Bryan also landing on his head at one point. Ow. But they shake hands, and then Samoa Joe runs out. And starts attacking Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. Well, attack Styles and then Bryan. Submitting them both. Moving on. And then we got that, and that was pretty much the peak of the show.
Yes.
Because we had
and it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, Miz and Jeff promos. Okay, they were basic. Jeff just not speaking.
He was focused.
He was so focused.
So fucking focused.
And that's why he got his ass kicked during the tag later. But then we get Charlotte talking to Paige, and Paige says, hey, I know you got your ass kicked at Evolution, but why don't you be the captain of Team SmackDown?
No.
And no, she says, I don't feel I'm worthy of that, which is fair. By the way, a little cheap plug, I will be recording some fantasy booking shows for the women's division from Survivor Series to Mania 35, because I can fucking do it better. And check out his 205 Live NXT and NXT UK review tomorrow.
Yes, I will be back for that tomorrow.
You will. We're fortunately better today, as you can tell.
But then got a rap career because I was illin'.
While the Necros be chillin'. So, New Day had, it was Big E versus Cesaro, but everybody was there.
But first, the intro.
Oh yes, the Brood.
The New Day. We're about to head out, and then all of a sudden, the Brood's theme hits. And it's the New Day dressed up as the Brood. And that was good.
The New Brood. And good stuff. I mean, it was a trick or street fight. It wasn't bad. At least they made good use of the pumpkins. They were totally out of their gourd there. Of course, Xavier. There was some nice exchanges and everything. Then you had the blood.
Sheamus's
undead thing or whatever.
Yeah, made himself whiter than possible.
Which is something. But then you had the spot where Big Show was about to chokeslam Xavier and Kofi through the table. And Xavier saved some blood from in his mouth and spit it at Big Show. And if you want to know what I mean, check out my Twitter because you'll figure out the jokes that I'm having. The one time I make that joke. But Big E ends up winning.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
How many matches do we have? 4 matches?
We had 4 matches on this show.
4 matches!
And no women's matches.
What is this, an episode of NXT?
An episode of NXT from a few months ago before they started really using the women.
Yes.
Right around the time you started reviewing is when they stopped having the women's matches.
By the power of the Derb.
You brought it back.
Sure, go with that.
Yep, why not? Hey, you have good ideas on how to book the women. Then you have Ray, Jeff, Miz, and Orton, and they're talking to Shane, and Shane says, so, you guys are in the World Cup. And if one of you makes it to the finals and loses, you're out of SmackDown. Dick move, Shane.
Yeah. You're gonna fire somebody If they lose...
Are you going to fire them on their wedding day?
Yeah. But that's the thing is, anybody who gets beaten by a Raw superstar gets fired.
Yeah. But because if somebody makes it to the finals, because you have the Raw guys on one side, and you have the SmackDown guys on one side. So whichever SmackDown guy makes it to the finals and loses, that's kind of a dick move. What is this? But then again, who's going to be on the Survivor Series team then? Because it's the one night that Raw and SmackDown stars go head to head.
And only that.
Never again.
Speaking of Raw and SmackDown stars going head to head.
Yeah. By the way, Styles and Joe got confirmed. Wait, what?
Did we really go into Becky and Ronda Rousey?
That hasn't happened yet. The Nakamura
It
Truth
happened
match.
a little bit ago.
No.
Jonn!
I walked into that one, didn't I? We had the Nakamura
You
Truth.
walked backwards into that.
I did. No. Truth and Nakamura had a match which had a dance break in it. Stop with the dance breaks. It's not entertaining. It's not entertaining to watch Carmella do that or Truth do that. And Truth is really talented. Nakamura beats him, but it was a fine match.
Yeah.
And then we get to the Becky promo, which is straight, fire, and to the point.
Oh yeah, by the way, the reason for R-Truth fighting Nakamura instead of Ty Dillinger has injured his thumb. He's going to be out, needs to have surgery done. So currently, his status is 9 out of 10.
The fuck what's that? So, Becky promo, a straight fire promo, straight to the point, saying she's going to beat Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series.
Correct.
That's going to be the best match on the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely will be. I mean, Becky can carry anybody to a really good match, and Ronda has really progressed, but that's going to be interesting. Armbar versus armbar. It's going to be interesting. But that's the extent of what they used for the women here on this.
Yes.
Because they got Crown Jewel.
And I am disappointed.
By the way, Renee Young's going to be on the commentary team for Crown Jewel. And
I believe Vince merely used Renee as a tool to make sure that Dean is on the show.
Possibly, but the thing is, oh boy, they better protect Renee. There better be people protecting
Literally
Renee.
protecting, not like protecting in storyline.
No.
When you're in Saudi Arabia and you're a woman who doesn't wear a burqa or a hijab, it's one of those things you probably gotta be careful with the government.
Now you
also have to be accompanied by a man at all times in Saudi Arabia, unless they've changed that rule in the past year or two, because I know they allow women to drive now. There's a lot of really... It isn't a good idea.
No. I'm all for trying to progress women into the ring and that kind of stuff, but it's just, especially with the recent events going on. I will, by the way, be doing a Crown Jewel review. You will not, you will be at work. So get ready for scathing rants during it, especially if Hogan shows up. But Becky promo was good, and then a Joe promo, a Jomo, if you will. Please don't. Just saying, oh, you think I was done with you? Kind of gross, Joe.
Oh, AJ!
Then we get Miz and Orton versus Ray and Jeff.
Okay.
In a Crown Jewel, World Cup hype thing, whatever. And the best part about this is there were some good...
You know what's funny?
What's that?
Shane McMahon wants SmackDown to win, so what does he do? He puts all of the guys that are going to be in the World Cup in a tag team match at the end of SmackDown.
To let them get hurt.
Correct.
Shane is not a very smart guy.
Hmm.
No. He's smarter than Stephanie, but then again, a dead gazelle is smarter than Stephanie.
What's going on in your head? Here comes the money! Money, 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 money!
Or it's like, Homer when they show the monkey doing the symbols and does the flip. So, that was a fine match. Ray had some good moves. Miz and Orton worked well as a team. Jeff wasn't as focused. That's why he got the win. Because if he was so focused, he would have gotten his ass kicked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff got the win with the Swanton, then Orton came with 2 RKOs.
From out of nowhere.
Actually, they were from the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But also. C for Smack. No, C+, because Bryan and Styles was really good. After that, everything was shit. And not using the women doesn't elevate.
Everything was mediocre.
Yes. I'm still going to give it a C+ for that match.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But you can let us know what you think on the poll. It's right over here.
And should they have booked the women better? Yeah.
Yes.
Have the Iconics face 2 jobbers, at least something. Have Naomi and Asuka face 2 jobbers. I don't care. They didn't do much.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the Iconics, they got tossed out of freaking Battle Royal quickly.
Yeah.
But anyway, mixed match challenge, really quick. Jinder and Alicia versus Braun and Ember. Yeah, Braun tossed Jinder around. Ember, made
That was
Alicia.
fine.
Ember just tiring out Alicia, tiring out another woman.
Mm.
Moving on. Yeah, Braun ends up wearing Alicia's hat at one point, and then
At the end.
it's a power slam on Jinder. It was fine. It was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Then Styles and Charlotte versus Rusev and Lana, and
It was a bit of a disjointed mess.
it was. The whole mixed match concept is. I mean, if they're having fun,
It is
good.
essentially dark matches with a theme.
Yeah. And you had Lana, Charlotte do some goofy stuff and some goofy dancing, and Renee quoted a Master P song, which means the No Limit Soldiers are coming back, dear God, please no. And Rusev and Styles did some chopping.
Yep.
And Charlotte did a moonsault on Rusev, which somehow wasn't a DQ.
Welcome to Mixed Match Challenge, where the teams are made up and the rules don't matter.
The one thing I want to know with this, what does it take to be a fighter?
What does it take to be a champion?
These are some deep fucking questions.
Deep fucking.
Wait.
What?
Well, anyway, D plus, because it wasn't really much wrestling. It was sort of amusing-ish.
No, I'm gonna go with C minus.
C minus. I'll go
For
with
what it is, it wasn't bad.
right,
It wasn't great.
right,
It wasn't good.
right,
It was average.
right.
So yeah. Anyway, there's a poll for that right here.
There we go. The mixed match poll. So agree, disagree with what we said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handles, thumbnail at the end of the video.
Yeah.
That guy. And yes, back with the Wednesday block tomorrow. I'll have some New Japan reviews up.
Wednesday block.
Yep. Thursday and Saturday, but I will have a Crown Jewel review up Friday afternoon.
Correct.
But it's been Real Honesty with Jonn, Ritland,
The Terminator.
and yeah, see him tomorrow.
Have a good night.